G'day folks, Mark here again. A idea or a thing to help with our issues with the West Australian government trying to remove all the firearms from West Australians. There's obviously several things that we've been talking about on the channel here. I've been in discussions with people, and basically we're all trying to work the problem, make sense of things. So we got the e-petition. There was the submissions for the review, the review committee in Parliament. That's happening, but as I've said many times, that's not going to change things unless we do other stuff also. So there's the e-petition that's on there. There's submissions to other members of Parliament that's been requested to get people to do that sort of stuff. There is the rally that's coming up. And basically there is also more and more noise happening on social media to point out the issues with the portal, with the system, with all the bits and pieces. So many things going on, but still we're not waking enough people up. So there is other things afoot. There is all sorts of stuff been going out to the many different firearms and shooters associations. There's also more links going out to other, whether it's the four-wheel drivers or it's the farmers or it's the fishers or it's the whoever it is, all the different groups trying to get us so we're all working together. And that means that we're going to be working for their problems as well. The firearms owners are going to be helping them with their problems also. At the moment, the things that are happening in Parliament, and particularly the disallowance of the regulations, because the regulations are the key to what their system is. They are the most dangerous point to what they've done, because they can be changed without parliamentary oversight. So the regulations stopping them that haven't gone through government yet can be stopped. Government can do it. So the disallowance is a real thing. Will it happen unless we pull this effort in? Probably not. So effort's what's required. Now we've got social media stuff happening. We've got posters, we've got people involved to try and get people to the rally, but these other things that need to happen also. So that is the submissions to other members of parliaments, and that is supporting the e-petition. The more we could do of that, if we raise it into the tens of thousands or maybe the hundreds of thousands, why not? Get people on side, wake them up. So something I haven't thought about, it's been mentioned a few times, and basically starting to work the problem in a different fashion, is newspapers. Something that, yes, they still sell them, they're still all over the place, there's local rags all over the place, many spots where we can do this. As a community, we can do this. So here's the thought, here's the idea. We're doing up a couple of posters that we can give in PDF form that you'll be able to download. They're attached to some links here where you can download those. There's a rally poster. And there's also a combined poster which does all the bits and pieces. And this isn't a poster so much. This is more the likes of to go as a full page ad in a magazine, magazine can work as well, but a newspaper and a quarter page ad in a newspaper also. So do those two things. It's going to cost money. So whether it's your club, whether it's your club which is just a gang of mates, whether it's just you, wherever it is in your community, and that's from the top, so from Kununurra down to Albany, Esperance, that sort of stuff, most of these communities have a local rag, have a local paper. This is stuff that it shouldn't cost an enormous amount, but equally, many hands make light work. So more people involved, put a bit of money into it, run an ad, run a couple of ads, run one. My hope would be there's at least one, if not two articles going to be released over the next 3 weeks. If we can do one this week where there is an ad in there to say, which basically has QR codes on there, so you can run your phone over that, look at that, and actually gives you all the information of whether it's filling the submissions, whether it's what's going on with the rally, whether it's what's going on with the e-petitions, all the different things that are involved in the bits and pieces you can do there. Actually treat it like the rest of the world does. Actually start selling our cause to people. So an ad there, an ad there. The other thing that would work really well in years of being involved with magazines and advertising in the car industry side of things, another thing that works really well in that world is an article. An article. We have got thousands of stories that we're sharing amongst ourselves. We're sharing with the choir. So whether it's the gentleman on the station that's had his firearms removed and now he has to euthanize animals with a sledgehammer, whether it's the young kid that their only real quality time was spent with a grandparent and they can't do that because the firearms have been removed, whether it's a disabled person and what their life was about was being able to go with help at the range and shoot. And then there's literally 1,000 more stories like that. These are human interest stories. These are real heartstring stories in a lot of places, but we're just sharing them amongst ourselves. In our smaller community, they're not even shared vastly there. They should be newspaper articles. Now, if you can get those three things in every paper across the state, that's probably going too far, but if we could, we gain interest. And we not only gain interest in the fact there's a story of what's actually happening, what our police force and our government are doing to West Australians, but we also have a way to fix it. There's a rally to come and be involved at. There's a rally to be involved at. And we're on your side too, whether you're a farmer, fisher, four-wheel driver, mountain hiker, whatever it is, whatever the interest, that we know that the government is starting to step on all our necks, and there's a lot more people need to be involved. That goes both ways. That means us firearms owners are going to be there when your four-wheel drive track's getting closed off as well. But we start to build the community. Do it the way the left has always done it. Do it the way the government does it. They run ads, they run articles, they run stories, that sort of stuff. We've got to start to play the same game. So I think we can do this. As for the bigger papers, I don't know if we can organise that sort of stuff. I heard that a one-page article in the, I don't know if this is true, but what I was directly told when I said why not the West Australian was that was $22,000 for one page. So that might be a step more than five mates can get together and do. But I don't know, that might not be the case, and maybe there's 1,000 people that want to chip in and do that in Perth and run the same ad there. Now there's editors that are probably going to be anti-gun. It's one of the things we have to deal with. Money tends to fix that when it's an advert. I think there's also rules that go with that side of things. But like I said, this is a plan, this is a thought, this is a suggestion. We've got 3 weeks until the rally, 3 weeks until this goes in front of Parliament. So let's hit it as hard as we can. Let's get together and do this. So, well, like I said, whether it's a gang of mates, whether it's one guy who can do it himself, whatever it is, as a community, get together. Share the stories where they can be used, turn them into articles. There's lots of good journalists out there that do a good job of writing stuff also. If you can get a story written, or if you can write a story, share that, get them in papers, get some ads in papers. Let's really get this, hit the ground running and see what we can get done. Let's see what we can turn it into, what sort of energy we can create over this next 3/4 of a month before Parliament gets to sit down. Just maybe we can turn some things around by making their neighbourhood alive with a conversation that is largely silent to other than us in the choir. Anyway guys, that's that video for today. I hope that we can create something. It is late in the day, I got it, but hey, listen, better late than never. Thanks for checking in guys. We'll catch you next time.